and bring 1,000 friends. You guys got 1,000 friends? We can take 1,000 friends. I think, obviously for Danny it would be great, but also last year they beat us at their place, and so, and Danny and Trinity, boy, they were just going back and forth with each other. So it's really interesting how kind of life turns around. So obviously it's another game for us. We're going to celebrate this one, and obviously I got to watch film tonight and watch film tomorrow on them and figure out a game plan. But obviously the men got Georgia Tech, so we're just going to keep playing the way we're playing, and hopefully we'll come out successful.
Ramel?
Your defense has yet to allow a team to shoot at least 40% from the field this entire 6 games. You guys are on to a really good start. What's made your defense so insufferable to go against within the last few games?
I think practice is harder than games. We make practice harder than games for sure, and I just think we have so many different people that really buy into defense, and they like it, and they play together and they work together really well. And I just think that Trinity and Angelina can really get up and pressure that ball, so that really helps us when they're the ones always starting with the ball, and so their initial pressure really churns everybody up because everybody else sees them on the ball, and so they really want to play really good and tough for them. But I think it's really our help side defense that honestly is getting really good, so nobody's getting to the paint and scoring easy layups on us. Look at everybody holding their phones like this.
We'll go in the back.
Danny has already made a tremendous impression on this team.
Yep.
What is her impact and leadership mean?
I don't think it's just about scoring. Danny has, I told her dad, she's Jamaican, and my husband's Jamaican, so of course we love her so much. But I told her dad I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't know Danny as a person. I just knew at Georgia Tech she was really talented young freshman, right? And so when she got here, she's really super calm, super focused, super locked in all the time. But she's like that because she works on her game 24/7. And when we first got here and we weren't practicing every day, she was going down to Atlanta and playing in pickups and finding pickup games, and she just plays. She's a gym rat, right? So, but I really like her leadership qualities. I really think she really enjoys this team, and just how she talks. Her basketball IQ is really, really high. So, obviously it shows on the floor.
Front row, Aaron.
So we've seen 3 key players stand up in terms of leadership. We see Danny, Trinity, Mia consistently contributing to this team's overall strength. What is their consistency game after game due to the overall team identity, and what stands out about how they communicate on the court?
Well, you said 2 different things. I think those 3, like I said before, are kind of the 3-headed beast in terms of scoring. They can score. Those 3 can definitely score. Leadership is three other people. So it's 4 other people. There's 4 people on our team that are our leaders, captains, and that's Riley, Danny, Trin, and Savannah. So they're like our leaders in terms of kind of what they do. But those 3 just, they're buckets day and night. I think Trinity's finally coming around a little bit too in terms of scoring, but she's got the ball in her hands 90% of the time. So in order for her to get buckets, she's got to do it while she's dribbling down the floor. But she's very talented. Even the referee's like, "Who's number 0? And how many years she have left?" I said, "I know, she's a sophomore." We're very lucky.
You'll go right here.
We're talking about Trinity a little bit right now. The team tonight had 20 assists, with Trinity having 7 of those. Overall, how would you say she's grown as a player coming into this season, since it is only her 2nd season? She seems to have developed a lot.
Well, I've known Trinity since she was in 8th grade, 7th grade. She's from Orlando, and when I was at UCF, we were recruiting her, when she was in 8th grade, because she was that talented and she was just so good, and she has a really good feel for the game. But Trinity's a pass-first point guard. We're trying to make her more into a scorer. She hit a 3 tonight. Was it just 1? So she hit a 3 tonight, and she's really, really working on her game. But talk about kind of smooth, and she's kind of the same as Danny. She's very confident. She doesn't need a lot of attention. Her assists are big for her because somebody asked, why her assists gotten better. It's because probably tomorrow, if we had more than 12 turnovers, Coach Valeria, our point guard coach, won't let them shoot at all. They have to pass everywhere and make good passes, and they get 3 points if it's a successful pass and somebody scores. They get 2 points if it's like a virtual pass, but they miss it. And so now her and Danny and Angie are starting to fight about who gets the most points in practice, which is a really cool way to do it, right? So I think that's how our assists and turnovers are getting better.
Right in the green.
11 players saw the court tonight, all 11 scored. As a coach, how do you gain that trust in your players to just throw them out at any time and feel comfortable in any given moment?
Did everybody score? Oh, good, everybody scored, yeah. We do a lot of things. So we do, this is kind of big picture. What I'm saying is that, so tomorrow we won't do a lot on our legs, but we'll have the game plan for Georgia Tech, and we're gonna know what shots we're gonna get for Georgia Tech. We already had the game plan for this. We knew what shots we were gonna get, and so we'll train them tomorrow what shots we're going to get. These are your shots at every single position. These are the shots. This is what's going to happen. They're going to play zone. They're not going to play zone. These are the shots you're going to get. And then Saturday we'll do the same thing. And then Sunday in shoot-around we'll do the same thing. So they got 3 days to really get prepared on what shots are going to come. Like if they were running zone, those baseline shots, we knew they were going to come, like just all kinds of different stuff. So we really work on it 3 days in a row before the game, So it's kind of working out for us.
Time for one or two more. Yeah.
Coach, congrats on the win. Your team has established a phenomenal defensive identity in its opening couple of games of the season. And I wanted to know, you've got your first Power 4 opponent of the year coming to town the next game, Georgia Tech. How confident are you that this team can replicate these defensive performances as it starts to gear up to play some
Yeah.
of our opponents?
They're going to have to because they have to do it in practice. And actually, our scout guys are probably better than half the scout guys in the United States. They are good. So they're actually playing against guys that are super fast, super quick, super athletic, and we kind of force them to play really good defense. We never back down on our defense ever in practice, and so we'll see film on it tonight. We'll watch film on it tomorrow, and then we'll kind of show them a lot of their positives, but we'll also show them what they need to get better at. And this game, we really got better at our help defense. We were there. Last game, we weren't in help ever. So, showing them film is huge. Nobody ever thinks they're wrong on defense. When you're telling them they're wrong, they think they're all right. But then you show them on defense, and they're like, "Oh, I wasn't there," And so every single kid on our team, they all want to be good, and so they want to. It's not like, "Oh, Coach Abe's picking on them because they didn't see, that she saw that I wasn't in help." It's more like, "Oh, I want to help out my teammates. I want to do good. I want to be there," and so we come up with little. I call them trickery things to, like, who can get a charge, who can be on help side. Like, we'll give them points and stuff. We got a nice chart that, it's kind of like this chart. This chart's for all these plus and minuses, but it's not this chart. But we have a chart after every single game, and it's pasted up on the board when they come in, and it's like, oh, I got this much. And so it's kind of like, kind of a fun thing we try to do with them.
Time for maybe one more. Anybody?
Oh.
Oh, we got one.
I know you spoke about Riley as a leader. I saw earlier tonight she jumped in excitement, had to have a teammate pull her back just from seeing her teammates score. Can you describe how everyone on the teams, how their excitement for each other's success contribute to the overall mentality of your team?
Yeah. First thing is they hang out together all the time. They're always in our office. They're hanging out in our office. They're sleeping on, in the locker room. They're in our office eating my candy. That's the first thing. So it's all off the court stuff. But I think they all want each other to genuinely do well, and with success and, winning comes everybody's pretty much happy, you know what I mean? So, but we also, Coach Abe watches the bench at home tonight to see if people are up cheering for their teammates because everybody gets in and everybody plays. So everybody should be cheering for their teammates, right? So obviously we've identified that, like, oh, why don't you get to sit on the bench and pout or whatever they do, and they don't get to cheer for their teammates. Like, whoever's starting, they're all cheering for you, and then you come off and you don't cheer. That's not fair. Like, let's all support each other and kind of do well for each other. So we try to, find some fun things to do, and it's just funner if you're cheering for your teammates.